Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. Wow, 4 national finals took place on the evening of Saturday the 6th of March 2011. Those were Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2021 from Denmark, Istilaul 2021 from Estonia, San Remo 2021 from Italy, and Festival de Canção from Portugal. That evening, I watched the Danish national final, Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2021, live online from the United Kingdom, and ranked the songs on My Eurovision Scoreboard during the show. Here is my ranking of the 8 finalists. By the way, I can't speak Danish, so please excuse me if I mispronounce Danish song titles. Okay, here's my ranking. 8th, Mike Tramp, Everything Is Alright. A country and western song which is not the sort of style one tends to associate with Denmark. It's quite lively from the outset. The chorus is catchy. I like the way it includes the use of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also like the desert scenes on the background screens, but that's about it really. That's largely why I ended up putting that bottom of my ranking. 7th, Nana Olivia, Vila's Hiera. A pleasant ballad, and Nana has a beautiful voice. However, this is the sort of song you might need to listen to several times whilst following a translation of the lyrics in your own language to fully appreciate this. I still haven't looked for an English translation of the lyrics. I've just found out the title means Restless Hearts. Although I saw a preview video a few times before watching Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2021, I still ended up ranking this just 7th. As for the staging, I'm mystified as to the use of alternating yellow and purple on the background screens. That seems a rather unusual colour combination. 6th, the Cosmic Twins, Silver Bullet. This power ballad has a good beat and some use of a synthesizer and a saxophone. The chorus has a considerable impact. It was well staged too, including green light beams during the verses, white light beams with the use of red during the choruses, and bursts of fireworks near the end. However, I think such an upbeat song as this could have been sung a bit more strongly, which is why I ranked this just 6th during the final. A pity really, as this was one of my favourites among the 8 preview videos before the final. 5th, Claudia Campagnol, Abracadabra, a ballad with quite a powerful chorus. Claudia has a good voice and she has had the talent to pitch high at relevant parts of the song. I liked the way she sang while seated at the piano, though it's unclear whether she was actually playing it or pretending to play it, or miming it. I'm mystified as to the significance of the trees on the background screens, but together with the greeny blue lighting, that all added to the atmosphere of the song. 4th, Emma Nicolene, Storlig Hair, a power ballad with a really powerful and memorable chorus. The title, Storlig Hair, really stands out. I've just found out it means standing right here. The staging was suitable too for this kind of song, including white light beams, red lights, and some interesting patterns on the background screens. On now to my top 3. I must admit I had difficulty ranking those, but this is the order I came up with. Interestingly, my top 3 all made it to a super final. In fact, they actually performed in the following order during a super final. So this is my ranking. This is my order of preference in my ranking. 3rd, Fear and Flam, Öves på hinanden. When I watched the preview videos beforehand, I saw this as the liveliest of the 8 finalists, and that was still the case during Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2021 final. This is a disco-style pop song with a good beat. The staging was good, including triangular patterns on the background screens, the light beams, and the fireworks at the very end. It's hardly surprising that this reached the superfinal and won outright. Second, Chief 1 and Thomas Buttenschen, Heute over Skieren. As I said before the final, this is a lively song from the very beginning with a really catchy chorus. The only thing which perhaps could have been a bit stronger was the bridge. I liked the staging too, including the light beams and the cloud images on the background screens. I've just found out that the title translates as High Above the Clouds, which clearly explains the cloud images. My only concern was that this sounds to me like a UK rock and roll song from the 60s. Yeah, the 1960s. I wondered how this would fare in this national final, let alone at Eurovision, as it could be considered dated and behind the times. Evidently it was well liked to have got as far as the super final. Top of my ranking was Jean-Michel Beautiful. It's quite a modern song to end, and this was the final song of this was in fact the final song to be performed that evening, and it ended up top of my ranking. This builds up during the first verse and pre-chorus to quite a memorable chorus. I liked the use of the light beams and the way the title wrote and run wrote itself on the background screen. However, I question the need for the dancers after the choruses. So that's my ranking. I'm glad my top 3 all made it to the super final, as I thought they were collectively the best 3, even though I had difficulty deciding the exact order of my top 3, third, second, first. Congratulations to Fear and Flam, who won with Överst på hinanden. Although I ranked at third during the show, I nonetheless like that song. I think it's a lively, catchy entry. So Fear and Flam will represent Denmark with the song Överst på hinanden at the Eurovision Song Contest 2021 in May. Denmark will perform in the second half of the Eurovision Song Contest second semi-final on 20th of May 2021. The United Kingdom votes in that semi-final, so I'll be able to vote for Denmark that evening if I want to. Whether or not, that depends on what all the other songs are in that particular semi-final. Time will tell whether or not Denmark qualifies for Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final. Well done also to the other 2 artists who made it as far as the super final. They too did well to get that far, and well done also to the other 5 finalists who didn't make it to a super final. Do you think the right 3 songs made it to a super final? And do you think the right song won? Which 3 songs did you hope to see in the super final, and which song did you expect or want to win Dansk Melodi Grand Prix 2021? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, speak up, stand up. Goodbye, daboch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, farewell, huvasti. Was?